everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Sinder has been away from drama for the most part, but she just recently posted something new, and she got herself back into it. As we're talking about Sinder, a female English-speaking independent VTuber, that debuted on 25th of June 2022. She went through the whole big Sinder saga, as we all know by now. If you've been watching my news, you know it by now. But right now, the new thing, she's being attacked again, but this time for something related to the Bao situation. Bao, of course, is Bao VTuber. Well, Bao the whale now. Bao, whichever one you want to call her, more than IRL VTuber, IRL breadtuber, I guess you would call it at this point. She's going through that moment in her career, and she has, been posting several things here to, just do more IRL stuff, as well on Twitch and other things like that. But we have this that popped up from Sinder in regards to, hope you don't mind my VTuber physics. It is basically Bouncy, just her bouncing the boobs up and down, which, got certain responses. Sinder, I think the burning question is here, is your back okay? Give the 3D motioning a little more SFW features. That's what I would suggest, just in case. I've seen many posts of others whining about VTubers big boobs being unnatural and icky. I mean, it's the one that's even hating you for, basically. She's getting hated for doing this. She's getting hated for doing the bouncy thing, doing it too bouncy. It says here, Bao is blank for flesh posting, and Sinder is blank for being a hoe slop. Two of the biggest issues in the VTuber industry. You think this is appropriate for a platform that allows minors? Those blanks need to F off to different trend already. It says here, sir, I think we could probably just remove the minors. I think you're on the wrong boat here. I'd agree with the solution, but Musk ain't doing anytime soon. So you'd rather ban all adult content rather than try to change the parents and get them a parent. Either remove the children or remove the sluts, as they say. I advocate for either. Allows minors and made for children's are two completely different things. And yeah, boys of this kind of characters, little children's, they are who should find another platform. I'm sure there are channels dedicated to nursery rhymes on YouTube. So yeah, continues on here, saying it's too much for a channel that for a platform that allows a lot of minors on here. It's called ignore them if you don't like them. Stop moral that just comes off as petty jealous stuff. Just not a good look. They're grown effing adults. They can do whatever they want. Yes, and of course he decided to put that word there. But yes, she can decide to do what she wants. I have no issue with it being on there, because if you have parental controls, things like that, or at least know what your children are watching, you got to make sure that they are not watching stuff like that. Because yes, that is a little provocative. Yes, I do understand that. No need to moral police anybody. But yeah, you continue seeing down here, kids shouldn't be on Twitter or online anyways. Pearl clutching, gambling ads are on YouTube. Yeah, basically, this is a bit of a pearl clutching incident. And continuing on here, people responding to them. Probably one of the least damaging things on Twitter to kids. It's just boobs, get a life. I think the bigger issue, people like you, what the F is sort of gatekeeping you losers are doing. How the hell does any of these two women doing what they do, how will it affect you? This attitude is the same one that has shunned the VTuber freaks in the first place, and now you're doing it to someone else. Basically, yeah, people are going against this person for doing this. I don't care either content creators, but saying for a platform that allows minors, like it's their issue, it's dumb. They make mature content 18 plus. It's not their job to babysit minors on the site. I agree. That's the adults that are in their life parent them. For example, yes, there's my nephew and everything, getting older and things like that. But my brother, who is his father, make sure that there are parental controls. Make sure that he is aware of what his child does. He parents correctly. If there are other parents who don't care, who just plop the internet in front of the kid and just let them do whatever the hell willy-nilly, and, just so that they don't bug them, that's the problem of the parents more than anything. I don't care for either content creators, but saying platform that allows minors, we already read that one. Oh my god, 2D boobs are going to kill the kids. Judging by the looks of it, these folks are really scared of 2D boobs. Looks through following, looks through followers. Hypocrite. I thought parents should be the ones checking what their children are watching. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing that I put. There's no need to moral police. The parents should be watching their kids are watching. Blob CG makes great. That's Nikkei ones are my favorite, and need them to make more VTuber adult stuff there. Technically, he hasn't already made adult stuff with Cinder model, at least softcore. Distinctly, I remember seeing a nude version. To my knowledge, Blob also done Silvervale and Apollo VA. Blob CG's always cooks. Blob CD make what I qualify as yummy stuff. So yeah, some people love it, some people hate it. And continuing here, when I'm sexualizing women competition, and my opponent is this VTubers. So yeah, continuing there with the bounce that you saw. And continuing here, talk about stealing defeat from the Jaws victory. The positive coverage Cinder was getting for Bao, angering the VTuber community, takes a step back with this over-the-top degenerate Gooner post. So yeah, people continuously attacking her for doing this. It has broken containment and has gone beyond because, well, number one, people will always want to find a way to, hurt the people that they dislike and attack the people that they dislike. You let me know what you think. Was it wrong of her to post this? Is it just, a woman with big boobs wanted to post something on her channel that is more 18 plus oriented because her channel is not for minors? You guys let me know. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. He is getting attacked for just posting medical information, medical explanations, not any private information or anything like that. And this is Saiken MD, a licensed internal medicine doctor, / degenerate, and a VTuber. And we're talking about this post, this tragic post that was posted by Miss Lala about her current situation. In fact, she's going to be taking a hiatus because she lost 3 liters of blood in a situation that I did post recently. I did put in a video recently. In fact, I had posted the video yesterday as of the time of this about the Miss Lala thing, about the whole thing going on. And you're very strong, Lala. I wish you a speedy recovery is what I put out there. They put out something here of just mentioning the situation of the specific corneal pregnancy that she did go through, where it goes between, it's basically right at the cusp of where it would go into the uterine lining, but it hits where it usually would not go. It goes like in the top part of the uterine lining instead of like the top part of the uterus connected to the fallopian tube, not necessarily inside of the fallopian tube. It's kind of like it's a interesting place. It is muscular tissue instead of the normal endometrium, because there's a place specifically made for the embryo to implant. This implants in a place it's not supposed to, and the embryo's growth itself can cause a uterine burst, as is mentioned here, life-threatening hemorrhage, and losing 3 liters of the lifeblood, literally lifeblood, is a lot. It's more than half of what the body's total, amount that we have. So it's very, very dangerous. And yes, a lot of people are absolutely thanking him for the explanation. But you also have him posting it here, where he actually goes. The corneal, as mentioned here, is muscular tissue instead of down here in the endometrium, which is the more V area that you see there. And it's not inside of the fallopian tubes themselves. The closest one would be the isthmus one, but it is a little bit separate there. She did lose a lot of blood, and of course, he did not expect that people were mentioning, because people started mentioning in the comments, I think most of them have been hidden, where they were saying that he is insensitive for posting this about someone who went through that kind of situation, who almost lost their life, because she did almost lose her life. She ended up getting rushed to the ER because of the situation, as I mentioned in my video yesterday. Of course, people will just attack anybody and say, oh my goodness, you're just trying to get views from this whole situation, because he did get over 900,000 views for it. Just trying to get views off of the situation. You're just trying to get some more clout from the whole thing that is going on here. And that is very nasty for people to say, of course, but people will say that kind of thing. And he goes here, there's still fans speculating on her loss, speaking of viability, even getting future fertility plans to a woman who just lost her pregnancy, was very close to losing her own life. These kinds of posts are inappropriate and unnecessary, so I fight medical misinformation where I can. That's his reason. It's not because, oh, I saw something that went viral and I decided to post something. it is actually a factual explanation of what's going on. And even in the comments down below that I'm going to show you, there are people who still are confused about what's going on there. A lot of this goes into her term herself, so I provided some explanation for what type of ectopic pregnancy it is, why it is dangerous, that kind of thing. I did not add more details, theorize on her condition, or reduce her to a statistic. They just wanted to put factual information out there. They do know Lala. They do know them, at least in the more professional sense, in the sense of, you know, VTuber friendships and things like that. They are not doing this for clout, which is what people are kind of saying. Couldn't DM you, just wanted to extend thanks from me and her mod team on expanding the severity of what she went through. I almost lost a friend. It's quite serious and scary and heartbreaking. I visited her at the hospital, and I'm so grateful that she's still with us. Hi, Bug. I'm sorry I set my DMs to verified only. Otherwise, I would just get spammed with Japanese escort sites. I'm glad everyone is safe and together. Zion Zeep says, I have a question. Did they not find his an ultrasound at all? Like, how does it typically show up? Diagnosed on ultrasound, but we don't really have a timeline here, so I don't want to assume anything. For what she wrote, sounds like she already had a uterine rupture by Friday, so she was rushed to the hospital on an emergency basis. Ultimately, the difference between this and something like an angular pregnancy is really just a few millimeters. Out of curiosity, is there a way to catch this? You know, people having questions here and, you know, worried about the whole thing here. Ectopic pregnancy ruptured the tube instead of the uterus, but there have been a similar amount of blood, you know, that type of thing. People are still wondering what is going on, which is good that he actually had that out there, because that is what's getting people to know what's going on. Let's continue on here real quick. Don't want to make it too much longer. Here are some of the people that are saying, you know, trying to make it into a whole thing where it is, you know, supposedly insensitive, and you know, is that she had a rare ectopic pregnancy where an embryo implanted where the fallopian tube enters the uterus. Doctor explained it here. So some people are, you know, confused about it and going through. Just feel you don't know what it is. At least Google before telling her you hope the baby gets well soon. Since it's got attention, the issue is more people not realizing how serious the situation is. Sending the baby her well wishes after seeing words they do not understand. So yeah, understandable there. But continues here. It says, at least fact check before you call people morons. This person deleted their post after, you know, all this stuff here. This person, that the post was deleted, called people morons for not understanding the situation, and, you know, went on the attack. But yeah, we have, only on Twitter could a doctor add additional context to a near-fatal accident, highlighting its danger and encouraging support for the affected to be only to be called insensitive. And yeah, you have you know, things that are unfortunately put out there. People in the comments trying to know better than a doctor. Pissed the F off. Obviously, he's not trying to be insensitive. He's just explaining what the type of condition, the OGOP, and for F's sake, we obviously don't have any single idea what it feels like to be a mother. He's just trying to explain what's going on. And that's true. Like I mentioned before, he's just trying to explain what's going on. I think it's very thoughtful. This guy informed people what this was. Hopefully, Lala and Don Don don't get too many people asking them what this means. Lala wants him to remove it. Then it's up to her to decide. But this guy's educating us, and I think it's nice. I think pretty much, like, I don't know if he let her know that he was going to be doing that, but I don't think Lala would have an issue with that. I don't think it's insensitive. People are thinking it's insensitive because, oh, she just went through this traumatic thing. She went through this actual thing here, and you're kind of just, some people would think, minimizing a human experience to just medical knowledge. Well, the reason why you put the medical knowledge out there is because people are saying dumb things like, I hope the baby's okay, you know, I hope you guys try again soon, or things like that. When you see insensitivity, like actual insensitivity like that, you want to correct people, because there are people even wondering how the baby's doing. Is the baby still going to be coming to term? Things like that should not be put out there, honestly. So I'm glad he did this, but I'm sad that he went through this whole situation where he is getting all this hate. We have Vtuber Expo. VExpo, the UK Vtuber convention, that's going to be happening in Birmingham, NAC. Taking a look here, a concert announcement from them. There's something VExtra in the air. VExpo 2026 presents this year's premium concert, VX Factor, from 9 p.m. on Saturday, 19th of September. Akasupa, the weekend ticket holders, can cheer for an absolutely stacked lineup of the singers at the Monarch stage. Although this isn't a competition, we know each and every one will bring their best. It's so good, they made British TV show with a similar name. Akasupa ticket holders can grab a ticket for free on Concat from 6 p.m. BST. Tickets to weekenders will be available for £8 from 6 p.m. BST British Standard Time. and the people who are going to be there. Oshiriko, Hololive English Promises, Hako's Bales, Densetsu.exe, Vicky Roman, Mint Phantom, Phoebe-chan, V-Former Rise, Dr. Nova, Mono Monet, Paige Turner, Ramkanachi Body, Wuwu, Yeyagiri, Tera 404, Teradakora, Lacoliana, and Matarakan. Very stacked lineup. Absolutely a very stacked lineup. That's insane. It's a lot of people, a lot of high-profile people, a lot of wonderful people doing this. Lineup is amazing. Rem is excited as well. Lots of people are very excited. Even Terra404 is like, I don't remember signing up for this. And other people, holy heck, how did I end up here? Some people are like, what? Okay, well, if you say so, I'll go. It's still nice to see that all of these people were able to join in and have some fun along with everyone else. We have the new form of Alias Anono, allegedly Alias Anono's new form here, as we have Heiwon, the heart, and we are talking about this part that's popping in here. Would you fall in love with this ex-war criminal of love? Hehe 3.0 debut soon. And we have here, because you can kind of tell that it is someone that a lot of people know by now. It is my wife, by the way, chat. Bonnie Love, so pretty, so precious, so beautiful, big love. Emilia, I'm shy. Emilia Fell, 3.0 debut, and there's a lot of aliases. Holy, Iomi, and we have here, oh no, she's mommy. Scoops you up like a lizard. My love, story-driven games, ASMR. What a beautiful woman I've never seen. Nice to meet you. That's a lot of aliases indeed. Wow. So that's crazy. Hello, Dr. E. It's nice to meet you. So a lot of aliases, a lot of things here. Let's hear the aliases that she has here.
Working. Oh, ignore that. That's just my ankle monitor. Hello. I'm Heiwon the Heartstring, your favorite ex-war criminal and prisoner of love, here to give you all the love you deserve and more. I guess you could say I've had a lot of aliases. I've been called Cupid, Heivei, Baewon. But the only nickname that matters to me is being called yours.
She's moving into that. She's going in there. But yeah, the aliases part is the one thing that she really did want to put emphasis on, which is, of course, like I mentioned, she was formerly Alias Anono. I can mention that now because, unlike the general group of people, I don't mind mentioning these things. I don't think it's a problem to mention these things once people have left, in order to give the people that did want to see their new form and want to be with their new form to see it now. We have something new for Delta 4. They do game streaming and games Disney and T, as they're mentioning here. They do have a new forum popping up on 9/9. So September 9th and September 15th, they're going to have some things there. The hands of the clock begin to move. Who is Delta and why am I talking about them? They were allegedly a former Holostar's Miyabi. And they are moving on into their new form. Well, it was a form that they've had for a while, as you can tell here. They've been around since 2012. They were this before they went to Holostars, and then they came back in this, at least allegedly. And here we go, OMG, I'm so excited. Well, it's going to be so much fun. A lot of people, Holostars fan, former Holostars fans, and Holostars continue. Holostars fans are there. Big fan of things I like. And then you have Woo, can't wait. A lot of people are very excited on the JP side and on the EN side as well, because people have been fans of theirs. And like I said, I don't like the whole, oh, you can't say this because they're, they used to be a part of an agency, it's against the norms, blah, blah, blah. While they're in the agency, I understand, but once they're gone, I want to give them as much support as possible, and one way to support them is to let you know, hey, if you were a fan of this person in Holostars, this is their new place that they're going to be streaming, in order to, give them, allow the people who are their fans to come and see them again. Hololive Gamers is a generation with Shirakami Fubuki, Okami Mio, Nekomata Okayu, and we also have Inugami Korone. All of them are, talk about them specifically right now because of this. Rockman x Hololive is Capcom Amuse is the one that's doing it. Collaboration event is going on now. Collaboration prizes and merchandise with Hololive Gamers available from 8/22 Saturday onwards. Everyone, let's start the stage. And this is their Capcom. It is their stores / gaming centers that they have across Japan. In many places in Japan, I think Tokyo is one of the main ones. You have here Rockman, for people who don't know, is what is called Mega Man over here in the West. A lot of people still have it as Rockman, but in the Western side, it was primarily known as Mega Man. And you have them here, the Hololive Gamer Girls. They're all taking a look at everything you got here. And of course, you have them all in different forms, different Rockman forms, Mega Man forms, with news here of their collaboration events, their specific keychains that are going to be going on there, their badges slash pins. You also have these cards as well. I've gotten these cards before, not these specific ones, but cards like this before from Animate and other things like that when I went to Japan. And you have other, this looks like a kind of a wallet slash coin purse type of thing. And you have other things here. Very, very nice. Lots of different merch to be available here. Going on here, collaboration featuring special decoration exclusive to the Ikebukuro store. Since it's for a limited time, please take this opportunity to visit us, 8/22 to 9/23. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to be there during that time because, well, Japan costs a lot of money to go to, and I don't have money. So let's go on here, starting from prize distribution dates 8/22. We're displaying life-size panels featuring collaboration illustrations, Capcom amusement facilities nationwide. And here is some of their stuff that they're showing off here. The full one that you can see there. And distribution of collaboration prize items. We have set pre-store quantity limits to ensure that as many customers as possible can obtain them. For details, please check in store and pop displays at your participating store. Ask that you understanding and cooperation in the matter. Basically, they don't have everything for everybody. And that's one thing that, of course, does happen a lot with these Hololive things get extremely popular. So the things do sell out and supplies are very limited usually.
If you were male and plus size as a kid, you had to shop in the husky section. They don't have that
I never
anymore.
really did.
Yeah.
I've never really been more than like 38, maybe 40 when I was biggest. Or maybe 42 actually. But usually 38 was usually around my biggest. I think it's like 30. I did get down to 32 at one point. But I've never been less than that. I've usually been in 30, 32 to 38 around there. That's just all of Walmart now. Yeah, probably. The husky section is all of Walmart. Have you guys seen the people of Walmart? Is it still a thing? The channel or whatever, people of Walmart. Is that still a thing? I think it was like on Reddit or something like that. I think it might still be a thing. But yes, if you know, then you know. The Rotund, at least shop. At least they do, but more than I do. At least they touch grass, goddammit. It's better than what Salvi does. Salvi doesn't touch grass unless he's forced to. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.